So our first lesson is a reproduction in plants. What is that? Reproduction in plants. So reproduction in plants. Okay na? Right. What is the first lesson? Reproduction in plants. So the reproduction in a plants means we can see the different type of plants. Correct or not, children? All people, they know very well about the plant. In your neighbor, you can see that neighboring villages or neighboring houses, once you see that different type of flower plants are there, different type of fruit plants are there. So different type of the like a big trees also there. Like a plant I am going to discuss. The plants only become as a tree. Correct or not? Okay. Now I am going to say that that is, the seeds are very important. Reproduction means we need the seeds. How that plant is growing? Without seed it is possible? No, most probably with seeds only it is possible to grow the plant. Correct or not? Now I am going to say that reproduction in a plants, how it is possible. So we have the process is called as a reproduction. In the topic name only there na, reproduction. So what is a reproduction? It is the process by which living organisms produce a new organisms of the same kind is called as a reproduction. What is a reproduction? If one plant is there, the one plant is producing the same kind of the plant. Okay, that is called as a reproduction. Otherwise, it is not a reproduction. Correct or not, children? Now, I will write the reproduction definition here. Reproduction. Okay. So reproduction, in that reproduction once you see, so what is that definition? I will write the process by which the process by which living organisms okay, living organisms, 1 minute, produce new organisms, okay. So the process by which living organisms produce new organisms of the same kind, okay, is called reproduction. Okay. So children, once you see this, again I am repeating, reproduction means the process by which living organisms produce new organisms of the same kind is called reproduction. For example, children, all people, just you can see in your neighboring plants. Okay, neighbor plants are there na, in your outside of your house, any plants are there, you observe that is a plants are there. For example, I am going to keep one fruit plant like a mango. Mango is one of the fruit na. The plant seed is there na. The seed we are going to keep inside of the soil. Then the mango will come or other plant will come. So mango, correct or not? Okay, the mango plant is giving us the same mango plant, correct or not? If you are going to use this kind of the mango fruit and inside of the mango fruit, one seed is there, yes or no? The seed is producing, if you keep inside, what now I said, if you keep inside of the soil, again the mango plant will come, other plant will not come, yes or no? So means same, one plant can produce the same kind of the plant. One living organism produce a new organism of the same kind. Okay, that is important. Produce new organisms of the same kind is called as a reproduction. That is called as a reproduction, correct? Okay, example. So here there is a reproduction. By how it is possible? The reproductions are having the two types of productions. How it is possible? For example, plant. Directly if the plant can produce a new plant? No, the plants are not giving a direct new plants. It is possible to the two ways. So what is that? Reproduction is having two ways. Reproduction having two ways. So one way is a seed. By seeds it can produce, and another way is a plant body parts. Okay, so what is that? So one is a reproduction is having the two ways by using of a seed, and another one is a plant body parts. In these two are very important, because most of the 99% by using of the seeds only it can produce the new plant. But see the example I am going to share with you. What is that? If rose plant is there, rose plant has any seed? No, the rose plant is not having any seeds. That's why the rose plant will need the stem only. If you cut the stem and keep inside of the soil, again new plant has to grow, correct or not? So that is the example, right? Okay, now first of all I am going to discuss about the seeds. So reproduction first with a seeds I am going to discuss with you, correct? Now let's discuss with the seeds. I'll rub the board and then I'll start the seeds. Okay, by using of the seeds, I'll read out in your textbook once you see here. So a seed has a three parts. So what does that mean? Seed is also having a three parts. What is that? The seed I am going to discuss. The seed has a three parts. Now you see that again three parts are there in that. In the three parts means one is a seed coat. Okay, what is that? Seed coat. First one is a seed coat and next one is a cotyledon. Cotyledon. And next one is the embryo. Third one is a embryo. Okay, so these are the three kinds of things are there. Just I'm going to keep it. I'll just see what does that mean. Seed has a three parts. One is a seed coat and then one is a cotyledon. Okay, and next one is a what is that? Embryo. Okay, these are the three different kind of the seeds are right to present in our day-to-day life. Okay, the parts. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the seed coat. What does mean by seed coat? Everything I am going to discuss with you, right? I'll start the seed coat. Okay, now seed coat. First one is a seed coat. That is a seed coat is the seed coat is an outer covering that protects the embryo. So what is that? We have the three parts I said na. Okay, so what does it mean by seed coat? Seed coat is nothing but it is a protecting cover. You see that protecting cover means we are going to wear the dress, because we are going to protecting from the coolness and protecting from the sun rays and everything, correct or not? That's why here also it will be there. That is a seed coat is it is an outer covering that protects the embryo. That protects the embryo. Okay, so that protects the embryo. So here, and what does it means? So next one is there na. The seed coat has a tiny hole, so through which water enters into the seed. For example, so what conditions it required? So it needs water, correct or not? It is right to produce this plant, means definitely it will need some water also. One hole will be there. Once you see that inside of the seed, one small hole it will available. That hole will require some water. It, for example, if you pour water, then the seed can receive that water through the hole, right? That hole, so which water enters the seed, cotyledons or seed leaves are present. Now inside of the seed is there na, if you are going to hole is there na, if you pour some water, then automatically it will enter inside of the seed, it will produce the cotyledon. So cotyledon is nothing but like a small plant, it can produce a small plants. Okay, so then that is a, okay, just beneath the seed coat and store food for the embryo. So what is the embryo? Embryo is nothing but storing a food, right? Storing the food or baby plant to grow. So which is the baby plant has to grow means it is ready to store the food, correct or not? I am going to write the definition of the embryo and cotyledon also. Okay, so cotyledon. So what is mean by cotyledon? Means simple, which water enters into the seeds, which are, you can see that waters enter into the seed, water enters into the seed through hole, okay, then it produce leaves. What is that? Leaves. Then it is called cotyledon. So got it now? The water enters into the seed through hole, then it produces leaves, then it is called cotyledon. So this is called as a cotyledon. And next one is also there, that is a embryo. Okay now, I'll just write, I'll rub the board and I will write it, embryo. What is the embryo? I'm going to write. Okay, so next one, embryo. So what is embryo? I'll write it. Embryo. Okay, what is that? Embryo is nothing but where that food can store is called as a embryo. Where the food store inside the seed, is called embryo. Okay, where the food store inside the seed is called embryo. Okay na? So here this is a baby plant, so it will help to grow a baby plant. Okay na? So where the food store inside the seed is called as the embryo. It will help to grow a baby plant. Clear? So that is the reason it is a embryo. Okay, understood? Very easy. The seed eye is having the three parts. One is a, so what is that? It is a seed coat, and second one is a cotyledon, and third one is a embryo. So what is that first one? The seed coat means it will try to protect the seed. Okay, from outside anything problems or anything is there means it will try to protect. And the next one is a cotyledon. Cotyledon means what is that? It can ready to germinate or ready to produce a small leaves. Okay. Then embryo means what? Embryo means it will store the food inside to grow the baby plant. If the plant has to grow, it needs to store the food for that. Okay, now so that is the three kinds of things are right to present. Then only the it is the seed has to grow. It become as a plant. Correct or not? So this process is called as a reproduction. Yes or no? This process is called as a reproduction in that name. And now the seed directly it will comes to the plant. That is called as a germination. What is that? Germination is there. I am going to write the germination definition once you see here. Okay. So germination. Germination. So here the germination means, I'll say that, what is mean by germination? The process by which a seed grows into a young plant. The seed become as a plant na, that process is called as a germination. Okay, I'll write it. The process seed, the process, 1 minute, by which a seed grows, by which a seed grows, okay, by which a seed grows into a young plant, into a young plant. Young plant is called germination. Is called germination. That is very important. You can see that. So that is a germination. The process by which a seed grows into a young plant is called as a germination. Clear now? Germination. So that is very important. Okay, we have the germination is having the different type of things are there. So germination process is also having more processes there, right?